So I've been honored to receive the Circle of Excellence Award for my 2021 real estate agent performance. In this video, I want to show you my sales for 2021. I want to show you my numbers for 2021 as well. That was my first full year as a real estate agent. Remember, I got licensed in June 30th of 2020. And so my first full year, I was able to win the Circle of Excellence Silver Award. And I want to talk about your brand, because if you don't have a brand, then you do not exist. What's good, y'all? My name is Sean Slaughter, real estate agent and investor. And my mission is to help new real estate agents level up at the beginning of their real estate career. Like I said at the intro, I was awarded the Circle of Excellence Award, and I want to show you a little bit what that's about. So I'm in Hampton Roads, Virginia, and this is the 2021 award criteria, right, from HRRA, Hampton Roads Realtor Association. They're the ones that give the award. And as you can see here, for the individual levels, gross income commission or units, and this is the criteria for bronze, silver, gold, platinum, or diamond, and I was able to do silver. All right, and then I'll show you, because you got a lot of people on here lying on the internet, right? I ain't want to lie, I want to help, and so I just want to show you that the things that I'm trying to help you achieve within your first couple of years, I've done. And so, first of all, this is, my Realty One Group Momentum website in Virginia Beach. There I am, 2021 transactions. These are all of my transactions. Sales price and commission when they closed. Whoops. And if I scroll down to the bottom, my last transaction of the year was at 11:30. I did $5,012,050, and my GCI was $155,102,000. All right, so that's the gross commission. This says net commission. It's actually the gross commission, because I think five of these, I did a video before on my transactions, but I think 5 of these were leads that I got from my broker, which I had to do a 50-50 split. Matter of fact, I'll put a link to the video where I actually talk about where all my transactions came from. So let's talk about brand. And the reason I want to talk about branding is because I believe that when I first got my license, one of the first things that I did was I started to create a brand. Now, I was a recording artist for 15 years, and so creating a brand, creating an identity and all that type stuff is something that I had to do, and it kind of comes natural to me. And so I knew that as I jumped into real estate, I had to create a brand identity. So I want you to think about McDonald's, I want you to think about Starbucks, I want you to think about Walmart, I want you to think about Apple. When you think about these brands bring a certain feeling, a certain emotion, a certain idea, a certain personality. Well, in the same way, as a real estate agent, you have a brand. You are a brand. And when people think about you as a real estate agent, you should not leave your brand for other people to decide. You should create the idea of what your brand is and then be consistent in what you said you are. There are 3 major things that a brand has that you really, really need to be focused on in order to create a fantastic brand. Number 1, an identity. So if you've ever watched one of these real estate shows where these real estate agents are doing like luxury listings or so and so and so forth. Now, I'm not necessarily, at least right now, I'm not a luxury listing. It's not something that I'm really interested in. And here in Hampton Roads, Virginia, we don't have a whole bunch of $1 million houses just floating around here. But the one thing that those luxury real estate agents have done is that they've shaped themselves as a brand. So if you look at their pictures, you look at their websites, you look at how they dress, you look at how they talk, they demonstrate the idea of what luxury is. Now, does this mean that these luxury real estate agents don't have clients that have $250,000 houses that want to sell? Or they don't help buyers that want to buy a, $400,000 house. No. What they're saying is my target market, all right, my identity, my target market is luxury, and that's how I want to be identified. So think about this. McDonald's says this: we are going to be the king of cheap. We're going to give you cheap, delicious food. All right. We're going to have a dollar menu where you can literally get, I think the McDouble is the cheapest food in the world, right? The cheapest, most fulfilling food in the world. Because for a McDouble, you get, for $1 plus tax, you get 2 buns, 2 burgers, cheese, pickles, maybe onions. I haven't eaten McDonald's in probably like 7 to 8 years. But it's one of the cheapest foods that you can get in the world. And that's McDonald's identity, is cheap. And so they are attracting customers that are looking for something cheap and quick to eat. Does this mean that millionaires don't eat at McDonald's? No. And this is the idea that we get wrong. We think that if I identify myself as something, I'm excluding everything else. No, you're not. What you're doing is you're carving out a niche when you're creating your identity. And to be very honest, in real estate, even though we want to serve everybody because of course we can't discriminate, but you're going to be attracting those that are familiar with you, that may sound like you, that may look like you. That's just how real estate works. I've worked with all kinds of clients, but a good majority of my clients are clients that may see me on Facebook or may see me on Instagram, may look at my videos, and they may say, man, that feels familiar. That looks like a family member, right? That looks like my brother. That feels familiar to me. Let me contact that person. I've helped many different buyers and sellers buy and sell a house, but they may say, maybe they don't look like me, but they align with my ideals, all right? This is your identity. This is your identity. You're going to take pictures. You're going to create a brand. You're going to create your logo. You're going to create your website so that when people come to your website, they should get a feel, a sense of who you are as a personality. Don't just be this blank, everything I touch is sold type person. So corny. Don't be that guy. Create an identity for yourself that attracts the type of clients that you want. Again, you can't discriminate, right? We do not want to do that. But with your dress, your look, your logo, your branding, you're going to attract a certain type of client, a certain type of person that is looking for you to help them buy and sell a house. So that's the first thing that you want to do when you first get into real estate. You want to create that brand. And this is not easy. This is not easy because we all are multifaceted and we have different parts of our personality that we like showing. Typically, what I'm always showing online is I'm always showing the teaching side of me because I was a teacher for years. And so most people that are going to watch my videos, they may get a sense of, man, he's a really good teacher. He has good energy and so on and so forth. But I also love laughing and joking as much as I love teaching. I just don't show that side as much in my branding because I really want to educate people. But nevertheless, you have to choose, do a deep dive into yourself, which is why I love personal development. And I tell people, if you're starting a business, part of building your business and your brand is learning yourself, because then you're going to have to decide which parts of yourself that you want to project out there as part of your identity when it comes to your brand. Number 2, integrity. So people now know you. They have an identity of you. They look at your website. They see your videos. They see your posts, and they kind of know what to expect from you, right? Now you have to have integrity. Integrity is basically who you are in person is also who you are in the dark. Integrity equals trust. If you have a high visibility, but you have no integrity, you will destroy your real estate career. Think about it like this. When you ask your neighbor, hey man, my toilet stopped up, I need a plumber. And they recommend a plumber. What do they say? Do they say, this is the greatest plumber in Virginia? They are the master plumber. They've been to plumbing school for 20 years. No, they don't say that. What they say is, hey, call my friend Bob. He is a great guy. He's trustworthy and he does a great job. They start off with the characteristics of Bob's personality first, and they may end in his skill set last. Integrity will have people saying, call blank, call Sean. He's a great guy. You're really gonna like him. He'll really take care of you. And he's very skilled. He knows what he's doing. This is the integrity part, okay? If you're not in this business to take care of people, you will destroy your career as fast as you started. If you're only in this business because you want to blow up and you want to look all luxurious and you want to live the real estate life like you see on TV, people will get a sense that you're not in this to help people. You're not in this to serve people. You're not in this to help people get their first homes or level up to their next homes or whatever it is. You're in this just to make a buck. People will sense that, they'll feel that, and that will actually become part of your identity. That'll become part of your brand, and that's not what you want. You have to have integrity. And the most important thing is that you do what you say. My broker said this, rule number one in real estate. Rule number one, never lie. Do not lie. So many of us, we're lying to our clients because we want to seem better or we made a mistake or something like that. These are human beings. They understand that you may make a mistake. Fess up to your mistake. Be honest and do better the next time. The last thing to creating a great brand is skill. You have to know what you're doing. You should be watching YouTube videos. You should be taking trainings from your local Realty Association. You should be taking trainings. I have a CRM. I use Follow Up Boss. And they have all kinds of trainings on how to use my CRM. I'm consistently, especially in slow times, I'm consistently educating myself and training myself. I have the local newspaper. It comes to my email. And what I've done is I've selected just real estate news. I have other real estate magazines coming into my email all the time. So when I wake up in the morning, I have 4, 5, 6 periodicals, email newsletters that I read through just to brush myself up on what's happening with interest rates, what's happening with new construction, what's happening locally here in the Hampton Roads, Virginia. Hey, there's a new casino being built in Danville, Virginia. How is that going to affect the real estate market? I want to master my market. I want to understand what's going on in my market, because one of the ways that you're going to get clients is you're going to be talking to somebody. You may be talking to a stranger, maybe at a baseball game, you may be at the movies or whatever. You guys are going to talk. You may talk about, hey, what do you do? As soon as you say a real estate agent, the next person is going to say one or two things. Hey, how's the market? Or, hey, they may say something about the market that is totally incorrect. And you say, well, actually, be the well, actually guy. Well, actually, and you can give them your knowledge and you can seem knowledgeable. And now what you've done is you've established a pretty cool relationship. They think, hey, this is a pretty cool person. And wow, they're very, very knowledgeable about real estate. You give them your card, you made a good impression, and that could lead to a lead. So just to wrap it up, one of the first things that you want to do as a new real estate agent is you want to create your brand. What is your brand identity? You must have integrity and continue to develop your skill. All right, hopefully that helped. Please like, subscribe, and karate chop that bell if you like this content. What are some of the things that you guys are doing to create a brand online and offline? What are some of the struggles that you're having when it comes to creating a brand? Please put them in the comments below. I would love to chat with you. We're doing this together. We're walking this thing together, so let's have a convo. All right? I love you guys. This is the House of Motivation, the place where inspiration lives.